What's up, duelists? Today we've got round 6 of this GOAT format Iliad, this epic GOAT format money match. Round 6 between Dale Bellido and GHOSTRIDER15, two heavyweight players. I'm joined by James and Moxies. What's up,
Hello,
guys?
hello.
Hello.
This is this is gonna be a sick game, you guys. We're gonna watch the replay because unfortunately we weren't able to catch this one live, but none of us have really seen this video. We don't really know the outcome yet, so it's gonna be pretty exciting to see what's going on. You guys ready to jump right in?
Sure. Let's go.
Fuck yeah! All right, looks like Ghost
So we
Rider
know
won
Dale is
the
on Dale is on like chaos control, right? And
yes,
Yeah,
and it
and
looks
Ghost
like
Rider
Rider's
almost always
turbo.
plays turbo. Yeah.
okay. So this is interesting. Faith no spells, and then we've got some Trinity. So there's that.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, the Trinity is actually not as good. Like you'd think you have duo and charity, and you'd be in a really good spot. But a duo against a Serp and a charity with no real cards to discard to go with it, it's not that overpowered.
Yeah,
Very
right
good
here
point.
in this exact instance, the Trinity is actually not that much of
Well,
a
and having double souk, I mean, you're sort of. It wouldn't surprise me if he passed, but being
Yeah,
forced to charity just to find some flip to set is not a great position either.
no.
So weirdly, kind of even. Even
Knock
after
kind of he might just pass, all right, because Knock gives you a turn of
right.
protection from the set, so maybe he will pass.
Sure, and it's not like you can set another Dekoichi now, and there's no spells from off, so like you're not really that worried about Ghost Rider setting another flip.
Was there any consideration to charitying before you knock in case that was like a off? I know it isn't because there's no spells, but is there any
I think if he's
consideration to it?
knocking, he was never going to use charity. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's the way to look at it too.
Setsuk,
But
and then
now
that's a big draw for Ghost Rider.
that's a really good draw. Like it's so weird that you think of like turn one duo as the super overpowering thing, but like hitting 3 cards, and in this case, I don't know if he hits the charity yet, but like it's so backbreaking, you know.
Thankfully, he does. Well, thankfully for Dale, he does kind of miss the
Yeah.
the card that's gonna dig him out of this, I suppose.
What do you think about this Regeki break here? I mean, he knows unless he thinks Dale's on turbo, and that's the third Dekoichi, you know. But he already knows Dale's on the chaos control type deck. So
I don't hate it.
I guess, huh?
Yeah, I don't hate it. Yeah.
I don't hate it, and it's free. It's free with the serpent, so I don't hate it.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been the Sangan, but
Yeah, set charity here is a pretty interesting play. I like it actually. I don't like the alternative.
I think the only other thing to do would have been to use the charity instead of even summoning the Sangan and just see what you get.
Yeah.
But I think this is a little better.
BLS dead, so you just set Sinister to wall. Pretty safe.
Yeah, and now Thunder Dragon's a really very good draw.
Actually, yeah, it's probably one of the better things you can draw. It turns on your charity. You could even I don't know if
literally the best. You could make the argument to sit on charity, but I don't think I would.
Does Dale play Sinister Serpent?
Yeah.
So he could tribute the Thunder Dragon and search Sinister if he wanted to, but I guess he just opts not to.
I mean, I guess keeping the normal summon.
Yeah, he's gonna do it still, I think.
Yeah, right. Because now we can meta for the Balter with a ring protection.
Oh, he goes for Reaper.
Ooh,
oh, because he knows.
Yeah, he knows it's Sinister.
That's genius. That's actually really smart.
That's a smart play.
That's a really good play.
That's a smart play, but also, I mean, I don't know.
That's risky, but
yeah, exactly. Like, it's like a cool play to do, but at the same time, like, he didn't have a light and dark engrave, so like Balter with the ring is pretty well protected.
yeah, I mean, I think if you don't know if Superman was there at all, then maybe that's still okay. But that could have potentially not been.
Yeah, I mean,
but what is it gonna be? Like a Faith with no spells? The Dekoichis are gone. It could be a Spy, but even then, it's not the worst.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's most likely the
Yeah, the Sinister. So we see the Sinister crash to try and mitigate some of the damage that this Reaper's going to do, and you see him keep the Nobleman in hand instead of setting it to kind of protect the BLS.
He wants to keep the BLS,
and it pays off.
good targets for this Faith though. Like it pays off, but now he's in like an equally bad position. I mean,
He's
like what does
Yeah,
he
he
do?
is.
he did draw a heavy storm.
He
Yeah.
really needs a dark bad.
He needed a dark. He needed like his own charity, his own pot. You know, like any of that stuff would have been really good there. But
Yeah.
now, what do you think about setting the storm there?
I don't think so, because I think the BLS is more valuable than the storm.
Yeah, I think you just have to rely on BLS taking you there. I mean, like, and there's only, I mean, I guess the ring would have, you know.
Was there consideration to
that.
just like, because you know he has Serpent, was there consideration to just getting back Duo and just holding it? Or is that just
Yeah,
bad?
that's fair. That's fair too.
I mean, I think there's consideration to not even flipping the Faith, to be honest.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, you can wait till you hit something a little bit better. And here you end up losing, he ends up losing his BLS, which is tough. Honestly, I mean, think that's going to be tough.
It's honestly pretty unfortunate. It's like could he really have done much else in this game?
Yeah, wow, that's quick. Yeah.
That was nasty.
He wasn't really. Those are some bad draws. Well, I wouldn't say they're bad draws. They're just not optimal draws for the position he was in.
I mean, at the end of the day, even though we talked about how like the Trinity wasn't ideal there, it was still 2 Trinity pieces versus like a dead.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and by the time he hit I mean, his Duo was good, but then the T-Drag Charity was just.
I mean, I think it's really just the 2 dead Moths too. It's
that too, yeah.
You're relying on those for value, but if your only get backs for our Duo and what he had one of their spell, but
and his Dekoichi got knocked, which makes me think like if Dekoichi is necessary for your hand, like if you look at your hand, you have 2 Faiths and you have Dekoichi and you have a bunch of traps. Maybe you lead on Faith. Yeah, maybe you just lead on Faith because you need that Dekoichi.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, because if you think about the Chaos Control deck too, it's like what are they really normal summoning and attacking against Turbo?
Exactly. What do you guys?
This is gonna get solemned.
Yeah, this probably has to get solemned, but that's unfortunate.
I mean, I don't know if I would be solemning a Pot of Greed, but I know Ghost Rider.
What are the 6 now? It's Solemn, and what?
Ring. Sorry, not Dust Shoot. But how do you guys feel about bringing in Solemn in the control matchup? Like, is it a necessary?
He mains the Solemn. I mean,
yeah,
we saw one Solemn the first
he mains them.
He loves the Solemns.
Okay, so let's see. It does get Solemned.
Yeah, he's pretty aggressive with his Solemns.
Yeah, it seems to work out. I mean, I can't say I agree with all those lines that he ends up making, but
this might get bopped, as one might say, because he's got the Faith, and he doesn't. Oh, he did draw an out to the Faith though, so that's
Well, I mean, he could have always just
convenient.
Solemned the Faith flip. He didn't want to attack.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Which I mean, I think he would have done, but that's like kind of a tough thing. Like, it's hard to use your Solemns.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you're at 2,000, and like they've used a Trinity piece and a Faith. But
I think drawing the Dust Shoot here off the Dekoichi incentivizes this attack a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's still a fine attack, I think.
I mean, the way I think about those kind of attacks, like when you would be Solemning the Faith flip anyway, is it's super negligible. I mean, it just matters. It leaves you.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
What, the end phase codes?
No, the Dust Shoot.
The Dust Shoot for 0.
Yeah. So the draw for turn was what? Another copy of Goats?
I mean, that's actually one of the reasons why some people have to make the argument that Dust Shoot against control is not that good, because that situation comes up sometimes where it's just a lot of spells and not as much monsters.
For sure. I mean, even if you do hit a monster, it's like if they have strong power plays with their spells, like you have to think about what's going to be the most impactful.
Exactly. Ghost Rider's still kind of in the driver's seat though, despite all of this happening.
I don't know.
Because he has Ring for the Thousand Eyes, and there's nothing really happening in Dale's draw outside of that. Outside of that Metamorphosis, he doesn't really have much going on.
Yeah.
He's using a lot of resources though.
Exactly. I just don't like him being this low this early, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay. This is a pretty interesting play because, okay, I'm going to say 2 things if you want to pause it for a sec.
Yeah.
Because I think, not flipping the face down that was Night Assailant into the Goats is a pretty obvious tell, to be honest, that it is Night Assailant. And then the fact that Dale's set after that had already basically been revealed, I think Ghost Rider made a pretty good call not taking the bait and just night assailing the
You mean
the
nobleman?
face down
Nobleman
by
the face
using
down.
Nobleman. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a heads up play, because
And
he's
it
like,
also is double good. Maybe he would have done that anyway because it makes his faith live, but yeah, it's see now same shit. I mean,
yep.
This is a good play.
The Night Assailant actually doesn't die here, does it?
yeah,
No,
no,
it
it's
doesn't.
Okay.
they figured it out.
Okay.
And now it leaves him free to set the Dekoichi, but unfortunately Ghost Rider has the faith. And I feel like now it's like, I mean, especially now that Ghost Rider has the trap. I mean, his deck is a lot more trap dense than a lot of other turbo decks, so that was never really going to be an issue. But like, the worry would be if you use all those Psalms early and then you didn't continuously draw traps, then they could like game you with something like Snatch or a Chaos Monster. But I feel like he has like pretty complete control at this point.
Pretty important pickup, this Faith. Let's see if it gets Regeki Break.
Sure. I mean, that's definitely one of the better draws that you could have had. But,
he opts not to Regeki Break.
I think he just thought I mean, there's a lot of stuff, like even setting a Tsukiyomi there would be something Dale would do. So, not needing to apply that pressure. But he does keep the Torrential in hand for the Regeki.
Setting before activating Greed to play around Dust Shoot.
Yeah.
These guys have done a pretty good job of playing around Dust Shoot, like, this game.
For sure.
Which is cool. That's some good counterplay. You love to see it. That's pretty nutty.
The Sinister is a fucking great draw there.
Yeah.
And I mean, he has it with the break too, even though it could be made awkward. And
oh wow, those are good draws.
Whoa,
very good draws.
He just opts to discard the Thunder Dragon. That's nice, and that's good too. That's another way to like play around Dust Shoot, because if you activate that Thunder Dragon ever,
I mean, I guess he wants to keep as many threats as possible because these are all, you know, obviously cards that like answer a board. But I don't know. Thunder Dragon seems pretty damn good.
He's going for the sweep here, which is
well, he's just trying to burn those because he has Storm in hand too.
Yeah.
I mean, has this game shot in mind with Storm BLS, right?
Yeah, he does. And that's just going to happen.
What's in his grave?
He has Thousand Eyes.
Oh, we already had the dark, yeah.
So this is just going to happen. This game's just over.
And now he's just trying to...
going to be over.
He's just doing that to snipe a potential Solemn, but this is just game.
Wow. And like you guys said, using the Solemns early, very punishing.
Yeah.
Swift game.
Well, it made it. You see how passive he had to play because of that too, right? Because he could have been attacking with Night Assailant and Magician of Faith, and like over and over again, and potentially, you know, put him in a one-shot range himself. But he had to play passive because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
and
if those were, you know, any kind of, you know, even a Sangan or a Skull Dark or, you know, whatever, like it would have just been over so much quicker. So the fact that like he got stuck with all these like little flip monsters plus the Solemns, he couldn't apply it that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but honestly, Dale like drawing BLS Storm is like kind of nutty too.
Yeah. The second,
that's already a win con.
The Faith into the Pot of Greed into BLS Storm was pretty much the only thing that was going to dig him out of that situation, and it did. So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's like Storm Snatch, you know, stuff with the Dekoichi. I think he could have pushed for a game in a few other ways, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty thin.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys like this video, check out the rest of the series before it. There's a ton of epic GOAT format battles between these players. It is for extremely high stakes. I believe this set is for what, $1,200? $1,200, which is crazy. And
there's more to come.
Yeah, more to come. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.